Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a weekly message for Earth signs. So if you are a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, this may resonate. Take the pieces you feel are for you and get rid of the rest, okay? Don't dwell on it or focus on something that's not for you. And know that no matter what we get through the cards or what Spirit has for us today, it's still up to you guys and your active free will, the choices you make and the steps you take, right? So I'm going to get right in here and ask Archangel Michael to guard, guide, bless, and protect this reading, as well as any of you who would ask for it. And, I heard creatures of the light. You creatures of the light out there, keep positive, okay? Creatures of the light, we don't want dirt creatures. Okay, I'm going to ask my team of light to join me right now as well, my creatures of the light. And apologies, it got weird, guys, but if you're new to my channel, thank you for continuing to come back and watch. Mercury's in retrograde, and I'm a Gemini, and Mercury's my ruling planet, so I've been all blah, 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 and mumbly jumbly, and I apologize for that, guys, but I'm going to try and stay grounded throughout this. And if at the end, if I've touched your soul in some way, please feel free to subscribe. It would be wonderful to have you along the journey if you're new. And if, like I was saying, you're returning, I love you and thank you so much for being here. So let's see what Spirit has to offer us today in terms of guidance. I'm going to start with the angel cards first for an overall energy. And I just also want to say, guys, if you want your angels and guides in your life, all you need to do is ask. They just need us to exercise that free will and voice. And also your thoughts are powerful too, okay? Your thoughts are magnetic. So Spirit, what do you have? This is, and I forgot to mention, for March 18th through the 24th, 2019. So not time specific necessarily or date specific. If you find this later on in a year or two, it still might resonate, because I find like right at this wheel, this time, everything seems to go on a tick-tock motion around and around and around. And, that's why they call it the Wheel of Fortune. So it may be different situations, but you may still encounter this next year or the year after, just different situations. So, again, keep what resonates. But you had a bunch fall out. So the first one, first and foremost, is freedom. And you are free to be you and free to do the things you want to do and be the person you want to be. And act in the ways you want to act and show yourself to the world in ways that you want to show the world yourself. And Archangel Michael has come out. And know that you are protected, you are guarded, guided, right? If any of you want Archangel Michael's presence in your life, he's been so healing for me. And it's kind of sometimes when I'm being asked to share my experience with him, but when I call him in for protection, if I'm feeling like, especially anxiety, okay guys, anybody of you who suffer from anxiety, Archangel Michael is really, really helpful in helping to clear that. Okay, sometimes when I go to bed or before I go to bed, I imagine as I'm going to sleep, everyone I love, kind of surround them in this protected bubble of white light, okay, and fill my house. When I was a little more afraid of spirits, when I could feel them but I couldn't kind of tap in, it really used to bother me. And I felt it all the way from being a kid. So coming to now where I'm very comfortable or getting more comfortable, I still don't like to encounter spirit, like I guess you call them ghosts. I'm not really a fan of that, but it's one of those things that if you are like me, the more comfortable you get, the more, and I heard settled in, the more it's okay, because you also know that you can protect yourself. So what I'm being guided to share with you, any of you who resonated with that little bit, I didn't know I could protect myself. I didn't know about putting people or myself or the room or the whole house in the light until I was like 20 something. And man, that would have been useful at like 6, 10, right? For any of you, imagining everything in the light, as well as when Archangel Michael comes to me when I need that, I almost envision this dome around me and everyone that I love, and you can ask for it to go for everyone you love, okay, if anxiety's high. And for me, it's like Michael's shield kind of comes through and out, because it's like Michael's, or not his shield, sorry, his sword. And it's like Michael's sword it's protected. It's almost like the sword and the stone, right? It's like Michael put the sword in, you can't touch this, this is untouchable, and the only person that can take out Michael's sword is Michael, okay? If that makes any sense. So keep yourself free and focus on the good thoughts and intentions were also what come out here. Again, you create your reality, and your minds are so powerful. You can draw to you what, your wildest desires is what I'm hearing, okay? So remember being free with that as well. And there's a lot of nudity here. Just for some of you that could have, I keep hearing public nudity. Be careful where you're exercising those kinds of freedoms because there are laws in place. But as well as this could be knowing that you're protected to explore your freedom, however that works for you. But focusing on what you want to see and focusing on what you intend. It's not about controlling a situation. It's more about what are my intentions. Oh, my nose, right? What are my intentions? Listening, okay? Listening to spirit. If you look here, she's got her angel here and listening. So if you're asking for guidance, if you're setting intention as well, that you're open and willing to receive the guidance that Spirit has to offer you, you will receive, okay? And pay attention to the ideas and inspiration that you get throughout the day, because oftentimes they are little cues from Spirit to be like, hey, check this out. Hey, also be mindful though of the thoughts. Focus on the positive. Keep everything, stay in the light, okay? Now, where I mean with that is it's important sometimes to witness, to bear witness to the dark. Absolutely. But keep the positive side, right? Always from the dark, release it. Bring the light in, okay? So that was a lot. The bottom of the deck, I was asked divine guidance, okay? And there's harmony here as well. So you guys got this, okay? Remember that you're free. Focus on what you want to see manifest. Focus on the things that you can change, not on the things that you can't. Listening to someone as well, like a trusted friend or like a mentor, someone you trust in their advice as well. Could be something, but definitely knowing that whatever avenue, whatever choice, whatever inspirations, whatever it is that you want or have this freedom for, Michael's got your back, guys. So I know I said that, but it's like reiterate this. And it went backwards because through the other ones I was pulling a postcard, and with you guys the angels were just ready to jump out. So a lot of you guys, remember your angels are with you. You have guardian angels. You might have thought that for a long time and be like, oh no, why would I be special enough? Because I know I used to be like, why would I be special enough for angels to want to be around me? Because we're all children under the same sky, right? We're all souls from wherever we're from, but it's like, but we're still protected and we're still just as loved. There's no one person on this planet that is loved any less by the divine or any more, right? Like I'm thinking like Donald Trump, right? That man's got how much money and he ain't the most loved person in the world, just saying. So it's like your character and quality of your heart, that's the kinds of things that, gain friendships is what I'm hearing, but also gain like ideas of kinships and those kinds of bonds. And there was one more. It's gone, so it might come back, guys. We'll see. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be said yet. So much flying out. All right. Archangel Michael. What is one message? Thank you. So we have on here, you are being crowned. Look at this. The angels are about to anoint you and crown you. So pay attention to the feelings that I invoke while we read this. Anything that's brought into conscious awareness. How can you use this to affect change in your life? What guidance does it make you think of? Any thoughts that while you're listening to this or any time at all, really pay attention and know that these ideas and inspiration, they're important. And if you were just new and you're guided here, maybe there's a reason why, right? Check in occasionally. So this is the postcard. And this is by Colette Baron Reed, if anyone's interested, the postcard from Spirits. But, dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you? Toward joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it? If you can step forward surrendered to whatever Spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives. Then hand them over to Spirit. Everyone here wants what's best for you. Life loves you more than you know. And this is intentions, right? Again, check our motives. When we really, really want something, why do we want it? That's important as well. When you have freedom for your desires, but let's think of it in terms of the light and the dark, and this is why it was really important. Is kind of like Star Wars. Okay, I'm hearing for Star Wars fans, but like Vader, he's not nice. He's kind of a jerk. And he uses his power in not nice ways, right? He tries to manipulate. This is kind of that energy, that dark, if we're trying to manipulate a situation or a person or an event to get a desired outcome, is it for everyone's highest good? Right? There's control and manipulation, and this is just take what resonates, guys. But like that kind of thing, it's really reel yourself in and be like, you know what? Maybe I don't really want that, because I promise you the universe is going to test you to make sure you really want what you asked for. And the universe will probably do whatever it can to get you those kinds of circumstances and situations. And if we go about things with murky waters is kind of what I'm hearing, like we're going but we're only half-assing it and we're not really sure we want things, you're not really going to see the test the divine has put in your path, right? Your spiritual path. If you, okay, here's how I'm going to put it. If you're still trying to kind of manipulate outcomes, you have not surrendered, okay? So surrendering, it's nothing wrong with being goal-orientated and wanting things and working towards things. That's awesome, okay? Stay in the light, okay? Be Han Solo, okay? Stay in the light. And avoid being Vader. Make sense here? Okay. So remember, go in the direction your soul calls you. You're free to do that and pay attention. Listen to Spirit. What are the ideas that are there? And if your motivations are clear and pure and clean and you want to go do it, I mean clean, you're dirty here too. Sorry guys, some of you, it's going to be that. But, yeah, check your motives, right? Just gonna leave that there. So I'm being asked to bring in a little bit of tarot. So this is by Beth Sillinen, and this is the Guardian Tarot. So true people, my friends. And what better way here, earth signs, because they are earthy, but they're also connected to spirit, and they are perfect in balance, right? Like as above, so below. Their root systems are so large, and they are just wonderful, wonderful creatures, right? Like, and we can learn so much from trees, and just, you know, they can choose where to send their nutrients and their energy, and they're open and wide and receptive. And your trunk has to be strong, right? You age, and it's like the rings around the tree is what I'm being drawn to, much like the rings around the Ten of Swords that fell out. This is an end. This is shattering that mask. These are spirals and spirals of time where maybe you were not your real you, or this is what you thought. And then it's like, now it's like, pooh, no, I don't think so. And this mask breaks off. And it is really empowering the more you can take this off, because it means you're stepping into the world clear-headed, and this is the Ten of Swords, clear-headed, not putting an illusionary front forward. And we get the Eight of Pentacles. And this is like, guys, I feel like this lesson, it's been learned, or you're learning it, and I feel like we're constantly doing this. So it's constantly shattering the illusion, right, of this facade that we put up, right? And this is a lot of ego, or the crap that you tell yourself on, you know, the whatever situation, right? The things that are spiraling and spiraling and spiraling, and it may have been a long time, even since childhood, right? It could have been stuff that I'm hearing, but that's probably why my childhood ghost stare stuff come from, to tell you guys, because it's like, now that I know I can protect myself and even say, you know, spirits, now's not the time, you're scaring me, come back another time in the daytime, or find another way to relay the message. And it's no longer quite as scary, but I had to get that straight in my head first, because I'm hearing anxiety as well. Your brain focusing on that scary terror and all those false beliefs of feeling it and scared they're gonna get me. They're not. I'm still here. They haven't got me. And you are powerful enough to kind of banish them with your thoughts or intentions. And this is also, you're powerful enough to banish bad thoughts and bad intentions. If they come in, truly look at them without being judgmental here, because every single person on the planet, everybody has this in our personalities at some point, where we wore a false mask, and break it apart, level up, come out brand new. You know, it's kind of like when Mario gets the, right, the big thing. It takes him like a few times and he's bigger, and it's like, I feel like, yeah, the universe will give you that for a little bit, and then it might knock you back down a little bit. It's not fun, but these are cycles as well, and I feel like whatever mental entrapment or torture, whatever it was that you've been focusing on, or has been the focus around you, it's been hard on your head, like mentally draining. And I mean, you can't think straight if these spirals are going around either, right? It's just like brain going in circles. And with the Eight of Pentacles as well, could have been a long time or lifetimes, and I feel like it's like, step out of that right now, guys. Focus on new, focus on good, focus on growth. Being like the tree trunk, right? Focusing on growth with the rings of time, kind of like this, right? Started out here, well, focusing on the growth that you go around, because near the end of it, when this tree's full grown, you'll be nowhere near where it started out, right here. Those scars and battle scars, you still might see them, but they're a reminder of where you've been, but they have no bearing on where you're going. Unless, I mean, you can use it to your advantage, right? There's always situations in our darkness, in our darkest times, there's something that can be learned. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about this? Thank you. So you have the Three of Swords. So there could have been heartbreak. You could be even, you know, at this point going through heartbreak. And if you are, I'm sorry, it sucks, right? But Three of Swords is about letting it go, okay? Everything that weighs heavy on, burdensome on your chest, take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. As you breathe that out, let it go, okay? When I was preparing, shuffling for this, I was really, really drawn to listen to some Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and the song is called Lay It On Down. For any of you, it's beautiful. It's like, who stole your dreams now, honey? Who made you feel you weren't worth keeping around? Lay it on down, okay? Let it, any of that crap, let it go, because be the harbinger of joy and focus on the good. Why was the bad here? What can it bring into my conscious awareness? What can I learn from it, right? Well, whatever might have broke your heart, or whatever heartbreak you've had, allow it to shatter an illusion, because the universe wants you to learn the lessons, right? And they want you to see this fallacy or this facade that has shown up, whether this is about you, whether this is about a situation in life at large for you right now. But I feel like there's a lot of changes here. I hear personal changes, right? There's a lot going on. But this tree, it's like, let it go, okay? Let it go. And then you have the Two of Pentacles in here. And I want to read you the book version because this Guardian book is awesome with its advice. Okay, the reverse of this card may indicate that you have given precedence to one factor in your life over another. Why? And this is shattering the illusion. Okay, Spirit might cut me, and I'm sorry, I'm going to wrap this up quick. But what did you learn before? What choices were made in the past that could have caused you heartbreak? Why, right? This is the whole thing. Why? Okay? And I'm going to ask for one energy that could help whoever is resonated. Woman holding the coin, and this is either you or a woman who's made an offer, or if you're a woman offering, but holding on to your pentacle too, knowing your worth, and not accepting anything less than you know your worth in return from anyone or any situation. Truly know. Sit here, and also sit with your thoughts and your intentions and your feelings, and know that they have worth too. Well, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Through this week, I ask you again to know that check your motives, but here we're going to get through. But know, once you hand over what you want to Spirit, it's going to work super hard to get it for you. So pay attention to the thoughts that come, and don't ever feel like you're trapped. Okay? Freedom, baby, freedom. Anyway, for real. Bye, guys.